What you guys, just wanted to give you a quick review of my SilverStone Grandia GD08 home theatre case. It's got this lovely black brushed aluminium front, which is really nice. It really sets it off, and as you can see here, it's also on the two bays here. You've got the reset buttons here and the two bays for your Blu-ray players, so you could have two Blu-ray players in there if you wished, and they've got brushed aluminium on the front of those as well. Okay, you've also got USB 3, two of those ports on the front there, a microphone jack port and also a headphone jack port there, and another USB one there. You've also got your LED light, which is adjustable, and you've also got your reset button here, and also you've got your power button. Let's have a look inside the box, what comes with it. You've got some cables, some screws and stuff like that, cable ties in here, and there's also a manual in there, but the actual cable there is just in case your motherboard doesn't support USB 3, and you can actually plug that in. Okay, let's have a look at the right hand side of the case, and as you can see, it's got a really nice filter system on the side here, and it's got a special design on this to allow to dampen out the sound of the fans there, and it's got one fan installed on this one. They're 120mm, and to remove this you just have to slide it back like so, and it's a washable filter system, but you can see a bit of mesh on the inside there, and there's a nice design on the outside. You'll see it in a second. There you go. It's got those little lines there. That's dampening out the sound, and you can see this got one fan, and there's one bay empty for another fan if you wish, and they're 120mm. So again, these are exhaust fans. They will extract air from inside the case. So let's put that back on. You just have to push it in and pull it back and then slot it forward, and it should go in pretty easy like so. Now let's take a look at the back of the case here, and as you can see, there's an expansion slot up the top for a fan controller if you wish to put one in there, and you've also got some expansion slots on the back here. You've got room for two more 80mm fans there if you wish to add those in as well, and you've got your I/O shield area for your plate there, and this is where your power supply will go. Now let's take a look on the left hand side of the case, and you can see there's another filter system here, and with the same mesh design and fan design. You just have to lift this one, you pull it out like so, and this will just pull that out, and again it's got that nice design to it that allows to quieten up the fans, and there's a bit of mesh on the inside there which is washable. There is no fan on this one here, you will have to add another fan in, but again that's 120mm on that side there. But again, you know, it depends on how many fans you want to put on this thing, but there is quite a nice feel to this case. It's got quite a sturdy feel to the side of it. So you just put that back in like so, just push it in and then click it down. It's got these little clips, you'll hear it snap, and then that should be okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the bottom of the case. It's got these lovely milled aluminium looking feet with the rubber inserts in them, so you don't scratch any surfaces. I do love that look of the aluminium. It's like the old stereos that used to be in the old days, the old separates. And you can see you've got these nice filter systems on the bottom here to stop dust coming in. There's no fancy design here, just mesh, and they're washable as well. Okay, and it's got the honeycomb look on the metal there, and you just pull these off. There's two little prongs you need to pull, and you can hear it click, and it just clips off like so. And you can see there's a couple of fans here, 120mm fans. Okay, now I think these are exhaust fans as well, so you could replace these if you wish with more quieter ones, but they seem to be pretty quiet. I'll just move the camera up a little bit, and you can see there's a third space there ready for another fan, and there's also a little clip there, a little trigger switch there, which is for the actual LED light on the front, which means you can dim it down if you wish by pulling that to one side there, and it just dims it down. So let's take a look at inside the case here, and you can see there's a fan up the top. This will be for a controller, or you can have some fans there. I think there's a controller board you can put in there, and you just need to release these two screws at the back here, and this will allow you to pull the top panel off. And this case is rack mountable. You can actually mount it to a rack if you wish, so it can act like a server. You just slide this back. It's got dampening foam on the inside of that, so it doesn't rattle on those two clips where the hard drives go. But that's basically the top part there that you've... Okay, so let's take a look inside the case, and here you can see these handles here, and you may be wondering what they're for. They're for actually lifting out the actual sort of rack there once it's full of hard drives inside here. This is where all your hard drives go, and there is rubber there, anti-vibrating rubber, and you can see the fans that are going straight over the hard drives, and you release it by undoing these screws. There's 6 screws I think that you need to release, and there's some anti-vibration rubber on those as well on the lid, and you can see the fans in from inside there. And you've also got your little drive bay there where you can put some drives in as well with rubber, anti-vibrating rubber, and there's your other fan from inside and your filter. And it's got this lovely black look to the actual inside here. It's been sprayed inside as well, and you've also got your cables there, USB 3 cables as well. You can see the outside there, which is where your power supply would go, and pretty much that's going to cover the whole of that there. And you've got your motherboard mounting screws there, you can see. So that's the SilverStone Grandia GD08. It's a real nice case, I do like it, but you never get to know these cases until you start to install your hardware into it, and then you start to see that different motherboards have different plugs in different places, and then you have other issues like placing the hard drives in places, and I can foresee that being an issue if you've put more than so many amount of drives in there. I've still got to get another 2 drives in there at the moment, and a TV card. You definitely need a modular power supply, that's for sure. I'll need to swap that out, and also you're going to need to make sure there's room for a 13.5-inch card if you want to put that in there. It can take that length of card as well, so all these things you have to take into account, but whether you can get all those hard drives in, I'm not so sure. But other than that, it's a real nice case, and I will see you in the next video when I upload the installation part of the hardware. So thanks again for watching, guys. Bye for now.